my name's Armani. Yeah, and basically I own a clothing brand called Take Risks, and I also do interviews called Conversation with a Risk Taker. How did I get into the clothing? Yeah, like, to be honest, yeah, this wasn't the plan, fam. Like, it was never the plan. Like I more had a different idea. That I wanted to kind of wanted to do, yeah, but someone else came out with basically a very similar idea to what I had. You get me? So I was like, oh, and that person was already kind of known in the field of what I wanted to do. You get me? So I'm like, oh, all right, then cool, man's got to kind of think a different idea, or literally, like, I'll be honest, like, from back in the day, remember, like, back in the day, like Pixel days, MySpace days, man, are making productions and that, yeah. Like, obviously, man tried it once. I was terrible, you get me? But I learned how to, like, use basic Photoshop. That's what I learned, how to do basic Photoshop. So when it comes to, like, oh, man's gonna do the clothes and that, man just literally went on Photoshop and just tried a thing and just played around type of thing. And man's decent enough on Photoshop to, like, move this word to here, put this picture here, boom, boom, boom. So that's how, like, man started designing them, bro. I didn't even know, like, trust me, bro, I didn't even know what man was doing in terms of, like, this was not planned, bro. Like, man didn't think, yo, like, I want to do this design and clothes and boom, 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 bro. It was literally, man's a hustler, bro. So that idea went, man's got to think of another one. Or man was half thinking of that idea. Yeah, come, let's go full steam with this one then. So that's what happened. With that now, that was just, bro, like, I'll be honest, I just thought it was common sense, fam. But then when I look back now, I realised, bro, not everyone was thinking like that, bro. But I swear to God, I thought it was common sense, that, bro, all right, cool. So who does everyone look at for clothes and that? Boom, boom. Oh, what? The rappers and that. Cool. So if I can get the rappers and that to wear it, then people will start liking it, and that people will start, you know what I'm saying? These things follow fashion, fam. And watch this, as I said, man's a hustler. Man never come in this to be some mad Kanye West Gok One clothing designer, bro. Man is a hustler, bro. So, or man is a businessman then. So I was like, all right then, cool. Everyone's watching these lot. Put it on these lot. People like it. Blah blah blah. That's how you do it. And like back, like, for example, then, like, anyone that was in the streets would know. You get the cat who runs his mouth and tells everyone that you got the best things. Everyone's gonna go to you. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you do the same with the clothing thing, like, get the top people to say, yo, this is the clothing, then everyone's gonna come to you. That's the exact knowledge I applied to it, you get what I'm saying? And then, so Snapchat just come about then, yeah. So Snapchat's come about, and, like, no one really knows how to use it and that. So, like, when I'm adding people and that, like, everyone's just adding me back and that. So basically I've added one of the members from that group, from the music group 6-7, yeah. I added one of them and they've just added me back, you get me? So I've just got him on Snap. I didn't ask him nothing. I went on holiday. I took pictures of the clothing, and my man shouted me like, oh, what clothes is, like, what's that? I'm saying, oh, like man's brand, you get me? But this time it hasn't even launched yet, you get me? I'm like, oh, it's man's brand basically. He's like, oh, yo, that's hard, you get me? That's hard still. So it's like, so holidays carried on. I'm saying, alright then, cool. Like, I said, yo, when I get back, and I got some hats for you, and that. I got a hat for you or whatever, because them times there, man's got 1 and 2 items, so man ain't got hats for man. Man's got, yo, a hat for man, you get me? So boom, my man's messaged back like, oh yeah, I just spoke to the whole team. I showed them, yo, we all want them and that. So I'm like, yo, how many's in the team? I'll be real, you get me, bro? So man, I'm like, oh yeah, obviously there's 6 of us that rapping at boom, boom, blah, blah. So I'm like, alright, cool. These times there, man's got 12 hats, you know. Man's asked for 6 of them. I've got 1 on my head. We're down to 5 hats left. I'm like, oh, alright, cool. Then, but this is what I'm saying. Man, just use man's brain. Bro, give it to them, blood. Better you give it to them, then you sell them to 1 and 2 man in the end who know 10 people, or you give it to them who's watched by thousands of people, you get me? So boom. Went up there, linked them, gave it to them and that, blah, blah. They're gassed, because these are the times where no clothing is giving the street youths no clothes, bruv. Like, the street youths is too bad. Like, oh, we can't promote with them, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm trying to say? So he's giving them the clothes, gave them the clothes, and they're gassed. They phoned me like 3 days later, like, yo, we got a video shoot with gigs coming, you get me? I'm saying, swear? They're like, yeah, like, yo, we saw you with them jackets on Snap as well, yo, and we need them jackets. I'm like, how many of them jackets do you need though, fam? You get me? Because these times now, obviously I gave them the hats, then they've seen the jackets on Snap. So they're like, yo, we need them. I'm rocking it on Snap, like, yeah, boom, new jackets and that. But they're like, yeah, we need them jackets too. I'm like, well, another 6. They're like, yeah. These times, man's probably got like 20 jackets. I'm like, oh, alright, cool. Gone to the video shoot, I gave them, boom, 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 bruv. Watched the video, 20 million views later, fam. But you get me? Help the ting, fam. Big man ting, bro. I always give salute and respect to them, man, bro. The reason I'm doing this, yeah, is to like show the youths them, or just show like the world, yeah, that you don't have to change who you are to become who you want to become, bro. Like, you can be yourself and still be successful, fam. You don't have to do the, oh, I gotta wear a suit every day and change my voice and be like someone that you're not. You can do your thing how you want to do it, bruv. Like, there's men that own Fortune 500 companies that are rocking up to work in sliders, fam. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's men that live life however they want to do it, and it still works, fam. Don't feel like you have to be pushed into a box of, oh, this is how you have to do it. Because even like my parents at one point was telling man, yo, oh, bruv, you've got to do this, or you've got to do that, or boom, boom, boom. And I was on this, nah, bruv, I'm not really, like, I would try and do that just to please them. And then I'm realizing, bruv, this ain't me, fam. So I realized I have to be myself and do it the way I want to do it, bruv. So my kind of vision board is the person who runs the company pulling up in a tracksuit, and everyone that works there is in a suit type of thing. So the boss is comfortable. He can do what he wants. Do it your way. Do you understand what I'm saying?